Bogey Brothers.
I got my man out here, Joe Torre, Hackerish Golf, Mike Ralph. We got Tupac Shakur, Reggie, and I'm Steve, better known as Bogey Smalls. And we just got done shooting around out here at Industry Hills Golf Club.
Yeah, and I beat y'all down. Y'all know that
You
one.
did get the W.
That's it.
That's gonna be on our channel, the Bogey Brothers channel. But right now, we wanted to just get together and have a little conversation. I wanted to talk to you guys about golf, how you got started in golf, and really I want to get into what it's like. Like, have you ever had any experience that are special to being African American or black man in golf? I know myself, just the other day, Tupac hit me and he asked me, what do you think? Should we say something about current events and what's going on our IG page? And I'm talking to him like, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that kind of issue, political issues, is really where we should be. I don't know if that's something that's going to turn off our audience. We're just getting started in this game, trying to grow it.
Right.
And I didn't want to turn off our audience straight from the beginning with, you know, being super opinionated on stuff that's outside of golf, right?
Yeah.
And so I was kind of worried about doing that. But then just the other day, they had a blackout where everybody on the internet was posting black screens on their IG.
I did that.
And I seen, like, my IG, our IG is all golfers. And just keeping it real, obviously, if it's all golfers, it's going to be majority non-black, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see one post on there the whole day. All black screens. And they didn't have to do that. Right. They didn't have to show their support. You know what I mean? And that alone made me feel comfortable talking. It made me feel like, dang, there's a lot of people behind us that I didn't really know, because we come to pro shops, we come to golf courses, and people smile in your face, and everybody's cool and everybody's supportive, but you don't really know what they're saying when you leave. You don't really know what they're saying behind your back. And so far, our experience in YouTube and YouTube golf has been super supportive. And you know, just with the history of golf and the history of racism in golf. Right. Golf is probably one of the last sports to come around to inclusion, right? I didn't really know what to expect. I was wondering if you guys had any experiences that might have, you know, that you might have dealt with in golf, or if you've had a straight up
for me personally, I didn't get into golf until I saw a young black kid, you know, hitting the ball like he was owning the course. Tiger Woods was owning everybody, so that excited me. And my brother invited me to the driving range, and I hit a 7-iron, 100 yards, and I was sprung. Right? And I was sprung. It was like, okay, because golf, like I said before, we had an interview, I said it before, that golf to me was, you know, just for old white men. Mm-hmm. I was like, this ain't no sport.
Right.
I used to see my uncles watching it. I was like, what is this? Then I started playing golf, and I realized it was just, you know, a lot of white people out there playing golf. And I only had one experience with racism actually on the golf course. This white man hit into us, and I was with Reggie. I was with this, you know, big brother Reg. Brumman, fifth floor, right? He's a big cat. So, you know, sometimes when I'm with big cats, I get a little, you know, excited. I feel big myself. So this guy hit into us, and I went off on him. And he said to me, "You lucky I didn't kill you." And that set me off. I ran up to him, I put my chest all in his face, and Reggie, I don't know what happened to the man. The man was looking at Reggie, and Reggie was looking at him, and the man was cowering. You know, he kind of looked at the big guy and was like, okay, I'm not gonna mess with the big guy, right? So, but that was kind of unnecessary. It's like, why would you say to two black guys, "You lucky I didn't kill you"? Mm-hmm. That's, you know, that's unnecessary. We're playing a game, we're playing a sport. If it wasn't a racial thing, I don't think he would have said that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I think that the fact that we are out here, I felt kind of guilty actually with all of this going on, everybody protesting and all of that.
Right.
I kind of felt guilty playing golf.
Right.
I was like, you know, this is something else that I might possibly be able to do to help the situation, to help the cause. But I think for me, to keep playing golf is my way to kind of
get away from it,
to
all.
Keep myself sane.
Right. I was gonna say, like, the dude, he didn't even say nothing racist. I mean, but the history of racism in the game makes that feeling, and that's like in everyday life. Like, we walk around on edge You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of the historical, like people might not even be being racist sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes we might take it that way because it's what we're used to as
well. It's being black in America.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I think when you kind of give into that, then you give them that power. Certain clubs that you still can't get into.
Right.
But to me, this is therapy for me. Every day, I think golf is like I played a lot of sports, but this is the only sport where it's all up to you. Absorbing all these things, where if that's water, if that's tree, if that's the wind, what I
Right.
got to do, and calculate that in a minute second, and put that in a centimeter of rightness, is the most, I think, accomplished thing in golf.
Yeah.
And when you do it one time,
when you do it one time, right?
Yeah,
It's like
you're hooked.
I'm out here. I've been out here for a month, but I did something that wow, I didn't think I could do, and I just relaxed and go. And that's how I let all that racism, all that, like I said, I'm married. You know what I'm saying, all the kid stuff,
Yeah.
everything go. I leave it
Yeah.
all out here. I don't
Right,
go
yeah.
home. Beat white
Yeah, this
kids.
is my safe place.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hit the
Yeah.
little white ball. I try to perfect that, and that's how golf is. It's like it's not how you played on the first hole or your last swing. It's what did you do after that to get better.
right.
And to me, it's a whole evolution of just therapy because I put everything in life into it.
And that's what everybody falls in love with, regardless
Oh,
of
yeah.
what color they are.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean?
Right.
This game does that to all of us,
Right.
which is crazy. You know?
And if I'm the worst person on the team, but I got the only birdie of the day.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Because
It's
when
like,
you get
wow.
a birdie, that makes you come back for more.
Yeah, like
and
today.
You want to,
I played
chip.
the last hole perfect.
Yeah, you did, exactly.
Bap, bap, bap,
Exactly.
bap, bap.
Yep.
And it was like, why can't I do that
Why
for
can't
the
I
last
do that all
17
the time?
holes?
It's a difficult game.
And we
It's a
got to get
really,
more
really
of us
hard
out
game.
here, man. I'm sure all of you guys watching got a black friend. Take them golfing. Take them out. Get them hooked.
Yeah.
It's the greatest game, man, out there.
Golf
Greatest
is
game
totally
out
the
there.
greatest
Very-
game. It's the greatest game
very
that
cool.
I've ever played
And
against
and
y'all.
you don't need nobody for it.
Right.
Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you're
Yeah.
competing against yourself. You know if you cheated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, me and Tupac been talking about, all the protests going on lately. I even been talking with my boy. He's another YouTuber. He's probably the only other black YouTuber out there that's consistent, doing golf videos only, vlogs. His name is Black Birdie Golf. His
Yeah.
name's Kev.
Yeah. I've been
And-
talking to Kev.
His whole angle on all of this is violence is never
definitely
the
not
answer.
Hey, what's up, guys? Kev1 of Black Birdie Golf. Once I got into golf, probably about 10 years ago, I would look on YouTube all the time, and I wouldn't see any person of color doing golf vlogs. So that's basically the main reason why I started, is to show other people like me that this game is pretty dope. Even though we were cast out of this game, they basically didn't want us to play this game at all, us or women. But times are changing. Still bad, but they are changing, which is a good thing. We've been going through this for quite some time. And how are we going to stop it? Because rioting and looting, it hasn't changed anything. We've done that before, and nothing has changed. I think I have a solution. It may or may not work. People of color have to obtain positions of power more than what we've had. And I also think that white people need to speak up. Don't stay quiet, because that's part of the problem. I have 2 boys, and that's what I'm going to tell them. I'm not going to tell them to go down and, burn out a Target or firebomb a Starbucks. That's ridiculous. Do I want my sons in jail? But I will tell them, in order to make a change, you have to go to school and obtain some of these positions of power. The looting and the stealing is affecting not only big corporations, but it's affecting the mom and pops, small Black-owned and Latin-owned businesses in these communities. They're hurting, and it's sad. And that's not the solution. Because if you look throughout history, when has that worked?
For me, I feel like violence is not the answer when it's taking human life. And I feel like George, or he's what's got stuff sparked right now, right?
Yeah.
His life was taken. And recently there was a cop's life taken, which really upset me because I was totally with the movement. I was totally with, burning buildings, who cares? I do construction. We rebuild buildings and the insurance company pays for it. Looting, Who cares? You stealing a little bit of clothes. If that's what people is doing to get their frustrations and anger out, I know some people is hijacking the movement, right? And
Yeah,
and they
that's what I was
hijacking
gonna
the
say.
movement.
That's what I was gonna say.
But if it's genuine and it's people that's out there and they frustrated and all they doing is taking a little bit of clothes or burning a building that can be replaced, is unlike human life.
Yeah,
right?
well, listen, right? I mean, you can only ask for so much over and over and over again before you start having to take different tactics.
Right.
You know, because this has been, I remember, and
Correct.
you remember,
Well,
we go back to like Rodney King.
But
right.
but like you're saying, and this is and
Talking
I'm glad you brought this
92.
up. But exactly. So why are we doing the same things without
Over
a
and
plan?
over again.
Without a plan?
There's
Right.
got to be
Without a
different
plan.
tactics.
And
Exactly.
it's like, so my thing is, we can't do the same things that they did in the 60s.
Right.
So what are we doing with this movement we have right now? What are we asking for now that we got the attention of burning buildings and big companies, and
Right.
now don't put your foot on the neck? So
Right, that's
are we
what it's
asking
for, right?
now?
All that
Yeah.
stuff is to get the attention on
Yeah.
us. Now we got the attention on us. Now what
Now
do we
what?
want?
What's the goal?
What do we
Now
want?
what?
I got the plan. I got one to plan. At least in my neighborhoods, I'm going to start. Been trying to recreate, reprogram, rebuild, regentrify all our black neighborhoods with our black ideas. That's what we need to be asking for now, to be uploaded into the future. Because if we're not understanding what blockchain technology is, cryptocurrency, or where this world is going, if it's going to World War I order, then we'd be running around snatching toilet paper, and paper towels, and hand sanitizer. And if this pandemic right now has not taught anybody how to be essential,
Right.
or to be essentially
Right.
residual,
Yeah.
then what you learning?
Well, that's for me. I can only start with my children. So I'm starting with my kids to try to give them a way of life, to try to give them a future, to try to tell them, because I live in a white neighborhood. And that's terrible that I have to say that. Why can't I just say that I live in a neighborhood? I live in a white neighborhood.
Right, because it's your neighborhood too.
It's my
what I mean?
neighborhood
Yeah,
too.
You live in a
Yeah.
progressive neighborhood.
And this
Right.
country is our country too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when
See, and
Get
that's
your ass off
crazy.
the
This is
streets.
just what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You got to get off the streets. It's 20 minutes after 3.
It's an
we
alert.
got 2 hours to go home.
it's an
nuts.
alert going off right now saying that there's curfew.
Pack up and leave
All our
Biden.
phones are going off because there's curfew. That's crazy.
It is. It's how are we living?
Right.
We not only have a pandemic with the COVID happening, but we're having a racial pandemic that's been going on for hundreds of years that is
Right.
being ignored. So I think, I love my brothers. I love y'all, man. And it's real for me. I get kind of emotional when I start talking about it, because right now sometimes I feel like
So when you say,
giving it to somebody.
hey, when you say I love y'all my brothers, but that's almost like how when you say Black Lives Matter, right? You telling us you love us, but
Yeah.
you also love everybody else.
Yeah.
But and everybody else's life matters.
Right.
But at this point, we under attack. So you got to tell us you love us just to give us the.
But listen, I love everybody else too.
Right.
But they're not dying the way we are.
Exactly.
I mean, George Floyd could be you, could be you, could be you, could be me, could be my children. I
Right.
have 4 boys out there.
Mhm.
We're not dying like that. How are they supposed to know the good cops from the bad cops
Right.
until it's too late?
And my thing is, if that are you a person in life, white, black, Asian, blue, green, whatever you are, don't take a job and you have a reflex to kill or to not have any emotional, any
Yeah.
empathy, any sympathy
Right.
of your actions.
Right.
And you shouldn't have that type of power that promotes you to feel like you're vulnerable, you're inseparable, and you're not going to be, should I say, held to your actions.
Yeah, held
And
accountable.
that's,
And
that's privilege.
with you saying that, okay, that ties into what I was going to ask you guys next. Is people always say, well, what about black on black crime? There's always a but, right? It's always okay, yeah, the police killed him, but black people kill each other more. But when they do, they go to jail, right? When these police kill somebody, they go home.
There's no
Yeah.
justice.
You know what I mean? And so that's kind of why buildings is burning, right?
Right,
That's why it's
right.
got to this point. I mean, it could have stopped. Cap tried to do something about it, right? He was taking a knee on the football field.
Right.
And at that point, there was a but. It's like, yeah, that guy shouldn't have been killed by the police, but the flag. It's always It's always a but. It's always a you guys have a point, but and their point, but looting.
Yeah, that's interesting, because in 1992 with the Rodney King riot, black people were burning down their own neighborhood.
Now
But
they taking the move.
Now
they
we've gone into
almost burned down my
Hollywood.
Walgreens around the corner.
We got
I live in high tea.
Target, it's getting knocked off.
I live in high tea territory.
It's different now. I have my white friends
I'm out there fighting for
calling me,
Walgreens.
saying how they feel about what's going on, that they are really on my side, that they love me, that they adore me, that they see me and my family. It feels
different.
It
feels different this time, man.
It does.
Everybody is. It seems like everybody's with it. Everybody sees it this time. I don't know if it's the graphic nature.
Exactly what you said. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But we see this right here. You can't fool us with.
That's the thing.
I mean,
no.
It's like you can trick us with the COVID-19. Okay, we don't know what to believe. But that right there.
Yeah.
It's like, how you gonna tell us that was not real?
It was the look on his face as George Floyd's last breath was being taken. It touched the heart of black people for sure, but it touched the heart of many people globally.
And police officers.
Globally.
Hey, and we love y'all for being with us, because it's.
I have a lot of white people in my life that
I got a lot of white friends.
That have steered me on the right road.
I got white family. My wife is Canadian. I got family.
We'll put it
my mother's father was a white man. My grandma, I never knew him because he didn't want to be a part of my mother's life. But he was a white man. I love people.
Yep.
Exactly.
I love people.
Exactly.
Hey, and people love us. People love you. I know that.
I appreciate it. I really do. I love people.
They're gonna see the full length of this on Viewer Prime.
YouTube. YouTube.
You're gonna see all this good stuff for free.
I love people. I just want people to realize, man, that we're struggling.
Right.
Okay. And we're some of the lucky ones. I mean, when you look at it, we're some of the lucky.
The luckiest, man.
I'm sure we all had our struggles, though.
Yes, of course we have.
Every day. Every day.
But what I'm saying is that there are people. There's always people who are doing bad, right? But there are other people who struggle, real life struggles every day, man. Mm-hmm. And those are the people who feel that neck being crushed by that knee of the government every day. So I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to talk about, Black Power. I love my people. Mm-hmm. I just want to live. Right. And I want the opportunity for our people to be able to live and not to have to be discriminated. Just let me live.
And it's sad that we got to feel like that. It's sad that we feel like we gotta be scared when we get pulled over by a cop.
Black in America.
Exactly. And then when you have talks and debates and conversations about this with certain people and certain groups, they throw stats out and talk about how the stats don't really reflect, what we're saying is happening.
Right.
But if we feel like it's happening and there's a history of it happening, then there's a problem.
This is the only stat sometimes that I really throw out, and it bothers me, that we are 2.5 times greater than our white counterparts to die if we get stopped by the cops. That bothers me.
The system is not built for color.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just
and I think that's what we're fighting for.
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to change.
You know what I'm saying?
Is the system.
They still want to go back to black and white. And it's like, it's a spectrum now. You know what I'm saying? Just, I grew up loving the Spectrum, 76ers.
Yeah.
The Spectrum 6 center.
Yeah, everybody,
and that beautiful color of, and that's what I think America it is, because nobody in life is the same color everywhere on their body.
Means black man.
Yeah.
Means a white man.
We just want to be loved like we love everybody else.
That's it, man.
Right?
I want freedom.
Yep.
I don't want discrimination. I don't want to walk into a restaurant and have a bunch of white people staring at me. I want freedom because I'm not gonna do that if I have a restaurant and some white people come in.
No. But this is how I turn that into positive energy. If I'm that immaculate for you to stare at, and I'm that wonderful for you to put all your energy into me, then have at it. I welcome you.
Soak it up.
You know what I'm saying? Because it take a whole lot of energy to be negative, mad, angry, spiteful, revengeful, anything but positive.
So it's serious business. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope you guys get home safe tonight. And kiss your family and love your family. No, don't kiss me.
Hey, same to you, bro. Same to all you guys out there. For real, it feels different this time.
Yeah.
Obviously, this video is being broadcasted on a channel that's not it's not our channel.
Right.
The dude whose channel this is he's white. He lives in Middle America, and
God
he's
bless
feeling
you
it.
for helping us, for giving
Fried
us
egg,
a
shouts
platform,
out, man.
for real.
Yeah, your platform is fire, man.
Michael Ralph at Hackerish Golf.
Yes, at Hackers Golf. Joe Torre on IG.
On IG,
Okay.
Facebook, I'm Joe Torre.
And then hopefully y'all know us, or y'all get to know us, the Bogey Brothers. And we appreciate y'all listening. And Tupac, you want to say anything, man? You're kind of quiet. I'm glad I brought these dudes out to get a wide perspective. My opinion and Tupac's opinion do not reflect the whole black community. And I mean, we can't get all the opinions just in this group, but
Right.
having more of us talking about it with a wider variety of
Right.
opinions was a big thing. So Tupac,
Right.
do you got something to say? You been back there quiet, man.
Man, all I have to say is, man, I'm not with all the violence, but I understand where it's coming from, and I understand what the purpose of it is for. Okay, we have the attention. That's what the violence is for.
Right.
Now, what are we gonna do with that attention?
Right.
What is it gonna take for things to change? How do we get the change? That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't-
Live and let live.
I don't
That's
think-
what it boils down for me. Live and let live. If you guys have kids out there, white people, black people, Puerto Ricans, Latins, Asians, teach your children how to just, live and let live, man. Come on. Right?
Bam.
What's it gonna take, y'all? What's it gonna take?
The will, the purpose, and the plan. That's what it's going to take.
Bogey Brothers,
We out.
YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah, we need to get on that. We need to get on it. Hey, hello.
Bogey Brothers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wife check. 1 2 1 2.